We're gonna do that.
הקדוש בוקר טוב, בן איש חי, פרשת יתרו. מזבח אדמה תעשה לי, says the פתיחה. Are you listening? says the פתיחה. פתיחה of the בן איש חי. נראה לי בסייעתא דשמיא, הפרסומים סייעתא דשמיא אמרו לז"ל. says the rabbis, in זבחים נ"ח עמוד א'. מחובר באדמה שלא יבנהו על גבי עמודים. If it's going to be מחובר באדמה, you shouldn't build it on top of pillars. והטעם מפני שהקורבנות הם לצורך בירור בשנה א'. because the קורבנות הם לצורך בירור ניצוצי קדושה שנתערבו בתצחם. Which means like this. He says, do you know that the korbanot are in order to take away the kedusha, to bring out the kedusha, which got mixed up in the domem, someach, hai, medaber. Yeah? And the tatzach, that's what he says here. והדומם הוא התחתון שבו מתחיל הבירור. So we always start with the domem. What is the domem? The inanimate objects. ולכך, and therefore, המזבח שבו נעשים מלאכת הבירור, the מזבח, that's where you're doing the בירור, צריך שיהיה מחובר באדמה. It has to be connected to the ground, which is חלק הדומם. ולזה אמר, and therefore it says, וזבחת עליו את עולתך ואת שלמך ואת עליך וברכך. שזכר ארבעה דברים כנגד ארבעה מיני בירור שם מן התצחם. Why did it say that you're going to be זובח on it? Your olot, shlamim, your tzon, and bakar. 4 things. Why do we mention 4 things? Because of domem, inanimate, right? Tzomeach, the things that grow. Chai, the things which are alive, which are animals. Medaber, and the human beings. So he says, right? Things that speak, right? Uchmo she'amar Rabbeinu Arizal, just like the Arizal says, ve'etz chaim, tevichlalut ha'akrava yesh 4 chalakim. There's 4 different parts. B'tzacham, k'nizkar b'shar kitzura bi'a, right? Peribeta in Sham. Gamar on, he also says, any place that you're going to mention my name, I'm going to come and bless you. Kromar, ta'aseh mitzvah b'shlemut ma'aseh. You have to do the mitzvah with the full intention. You have to do it with dibur, with speech, with kavanah, with concentration, with machshava, with your mindset, in the will of your heart, which are parallel, correlation to the 4 letters of the Yud Ke, Vav Ke, the Kotso Shel Yod, and the Kotso Shel Yod. Yeah, you're in Shana Bet. Yeah? You're in the second year. Yeah? So he says, right, that וזהו, and that's what it means, להזכיר את שמי. כלומר, שראוי להזכיר עליו את שמי מכוח שלמות ה5 הנזכרים שנעשה בו. אז then, אבוא לך ורתיך, I'm going to come and I'm going to bless you. שאשפיע עליך שפע מן 5 בחינות של באותיות, and I'm going to give you a lot of abundance for the 4 letters, לקוצו של יוד שהוא סוד כחווה. which is כתר חוכמה בינה תפארת מלכות. Okay, that's a קוצו של יוד. ואמר עוד, and he also says, ואם מזבח אבנים תעשה לי, רמז בזה על התפילה. This is also a רמז on the תפילה. שבזמן שבית המקדש קיים, when there was a בית המקדש, יהיה פיו של אדם במקום מזבח. Your mouth is by the מזבח. והתפילות במקום קורבנות, כמו שדרשו חז"ל. תפילות כנגד תבנית כלום. They came in the institute of the תפילות parallel to the קורבנות. ידוע נצנון כי האותיות נקראים לספר שם אבנים. Do you know that the letters are called stones? The letters, every single letter of the alphabet is called a stone. Just like it's written, 3 אבנים בונים 6 בתים. With 3 letters, you're going to build 6 houses. 4 אבנים, you're going to build 24 houses. והתפילות הן אותיות. ולכן הפה, and therefore the mouth, that's how you build your תפילות. Right? שום במקום מזבח, קורא אותו מזבח אבנים. That's what it's called, מזבח אבנים. The מזבח of אבנים are stones. Why? Because your mouth is what's taking out letters which are called stones. לא תבנה אתן גזית. שתוציא האותיות והתוות שלמים. You have to, don't cut them half forms. You have to pronounce properly. Right? Not ושיננתם. ושיננתם, נבנך בדברת הבא. ודיברת הבא. No, it doesn't matter. ולא תבלע את האותיות. Don't absorb. Right? Don't swallow the letters. Right? שבזה אתה חותך האותיות והתוות לחצאים מכוח המהירות. Because you come and you cut it off because of the quickness. כי חרבך זה הלשון, הנפת עליה ובזה תחליה. You're going to come and you're going to profane it. שמפיל אותיות מן התוות, you're going to take off letters from the words and also the words from the psukim. Right? The words of the psukim are like kemach hadak, which are coming in the napa. ובזה תחליה. שיבוא דברים על ידי חילול וכפרנות. Just like we ירגיש העין. When you say ba'al gevurot, you have to make sure that you pronounce the ayin. שלא יבלע ונראה אומר, and then you're saying bal gevurot, without gevurot. It's the exact opposite. Ba'al means you're the owner, right? Like a husband is an owner. So Ba'al Gevurot means you're the owner, right, of Gevurot. If you say Bal, Bal is without. So you're saying the exact opposite. Bal is without. Bli. Right, Bal, right? Bal. So Bal, right, if you just say Bal, it's a problem. So you have to say Ba'al. Yeah? When you say Me'et Hashem, because if not, Chas Hashem, you're saying Met Hashem. Me'et Hashem Haitazot. If you just say Met Hashem Haitazot, Chas Hashem, what do you say? Me'et. You understand? You have to pronounce it properly. Right? וכאלה רבות דברים התפילה, כשילוב אותיות וכתובות דאז באים הדברים לידי חילול. אז then they're going to come to profanation. Says הלכה number 1, א', הלכה א', מאחר שהתפילה במקום קורבן, since we said that the tefila is במקום קורבן, ופה האדם במקום מזבח, and your mouth is instead of the מזבח, שבו מקריב קורבנות, that you are bringing the קורבנות, צריך לכוון בתפילתו כנגד בית המקדש. So you have to actually pray, you're thinking in your tefillah like the בית המקדש, ובית קודש קודשים, that is where the מזבח is בנוי. ועולה ריח ניחוח להשם, so you're bringing a ריח ניחוח, a pleasant fragrance to Hashem, from the קודשי הקודשים, ששם שער השמיים, that's the entrance of the heavens. The Hainu, and therefore, אם היה אדם עומד להתפלל בחו"ל, if you're praying מחוץ לארץ, יחזיר פניו כנגד, you have to face Israel. שנאמר, ויפללו אליך דרך הצר. יכוון גם כנגד ירושלים מבית המקדש ובית קודשים, and you have to pay attention, but כאילו you're praying towards the בית המקדש, ירושלים בית המקדש הקודשים, ואומר בישראל, if you're already in Israel, you have to put your face towards ירושלים בית המקדש הקודשים. If you're in ירושלים, to the מקדש. נמצאו כל ישראל מתפללים למקום אחד. So everybody is praying to the same place, which is the בית המקדש הקודש הקודשים, לדרך דרשת השמיים. שכל הקורבנות היו עולים לריח ניחוח להשם משם. ולכן, that everything goes up to Hashem from there. ולכך, גם התפילות, which are דוגמת הקורבנות, they go up through there. ולכן נקרא בית המקדש תלפיות, and that's why the בית המקדש is called תלפיות. What is תלפיות? תל שכל פיות פונים בו. It's like a mount that all of the mouths are turning towards it. Everyone understood? Why is it called Talpiot? There's a place in Yerushalayim called Talpiot. Yeah. Okay. ומצאתי כתוב עצה טובה להיות אדם נזכרת, שירשים על דף הסידור שלו כל מתפילת עמידה מילות, ירושלים בית המקדש ובית קודש קודשים באותיות גדולות. You should write down in big letters, ירושלים, בית המקדש, ובית קודש קודשים, in big letters, right before you start עמידה. And by doing that, that's what you're going to have that kavanah. You should have it. You should write it down. The truth is, if you look at the Siddur. So here we just showed them that also the Avodat Hashem and also the Siddur of Rosh Hashanah Pinto also brings it down. Okay? That you bring down whether it's going to be the Kodesh Kodashim, whether it's going to be the Bet HaMikdash. Look at his face glowing. Just for that, it was worth it. Yeah? And all these things as well. Yeah? Fine. Then it says, it's a minhag tov, especially that people will forget. Just like it says, which means you always have to make like tzionim to remember things. Meaning, because if you're just going to, I'm going to, no. Remember. You understand? Meaning, put it to remember. Even if you're going to do a balpeh, it will also help you. You should always pray the zminot and everything inside of a sidur. You say it with a sefer, meaning use a book. Don't do it just balpeh. So since you already have the book in your hand, when you get up to pray, you're already saying it. Meaning, because remember, according to the Kabbalah and the Ben Ishai and everything, how do you say Amidah? With your eyes closed. So if you're saying it with your eyes closed, what does it help? He says, no. Because until then, you're always saying it from the Siddur. And since you wrote it in the Siddur, when you get up to start praying, and you're by Tilot Elyon, you already see the words. Once you already see the words, you're going to remember it. And then you start your Amidah with your eyes closed. That's fine.
Right.
Okay? If you're praying in the Bet Knesset, that there it's known that he's blind. Or another reason. Right? You should move him around. And even though he's going to be okay raglav, you know how many times this happens? Right? You go to a place and you're like, you're praying in the wrong direction. Now the guy's in the middle of the Amidah. Make him change his direction. He's being okay raglav. He's moving his feet. Doesn't matter. Fine, okay, turn him around.
כן, כמו מייקל ג'קסון.
אתה מסובב אותו. אתה מסובב את כולם אתה. אתה מסובב אותו. לא, אבל זה מה שאתה עושה. תסובב אותו. ולא מבעיה, not only, אם אותה שעה היה ציבור מתפללים לצד הראוי, ואז נראה שזה אומר לצד אחר, כאילו חס ושלום, for sure, if it's going to be the same time as the tzibur, imagine right now, everybody's praying to here, and there's one guy in the middle, right? You know how it is, that people always like to stick out. So one guy in the middle, praying the opposite direction. We're going to say, where are you going? Why? We're going to say, what, there's another God? We're all praying to one God and you're the other. So that's why. You have to mamash minadin, come and turn them around. Even if they weren't praying at that time. Nevertheless, since you're in the Bet Knesset, and we know exactly where is Aron HaKodesh and the Hechal and the Bima, tzarich lachzir panav. But if it's in his house, that he doesn't have a thing, and other people are not praying, you don't have to stop him. Because he already started. You heard it. You don't have to stop him because he already started. Okay, so there's a whole question here. Here, they want to say that if you're in a Bet Knesset, you have to stop him. If you're stam in a place, if he already started, he started.
I saw something nice. One of the...
Really like this. Bet, אם הולך במדבר, ואינו יכול לכוון הרוחות כדי שיחזור פניו בגני גזור. What happens if you don't have a compass? Yeah, and you don't have Mordechai Sidur. So you don't have a compass, and you're in the middle of the desert, and you don't know, or you're on a boat, right? Uvanahar, Mukam, or a Nahar, so you don't know where you're going. Just pray wherever you want. And have in kavanah in your heart. And the Kodesh HaKodashim. Okay, that's going to be halacha bet. Okay? Halacha gimel, lo ya'amod b'makom gavoa, shlosha tvachim. Do not stand on a place which is going to be 3 tvachim high, which is 24 centimeters. If it's not going to be mukav shalosh mechitzot, or that it does not have 4 amot on 4 amot. Why? Because if not, you're going to be afraid that you might fall. Meaning, don't pray amidah on stairs, because you're afraid the entire time. Samim muchar is even if it's going to be less than 3 tvachim, and you have to suspect that you're not going to stand on anything which you could slip, because then you're always going to be afraid that you might slip. So be careful with that. Okay. So he says over here, right? Also, that you shouldn't pray on it, like on the stairs, that many times they have it in a lot of different synagogues. Okay, and the last halacha that we'll do, right? Don't stand on top of like pillows and pray, because that looks like you have haughtiness. So you shouldn't pray in such a way. Have a wonderful day.